Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a purchaser pass, and I am so excited to talk to you a little bit about some of the products that I have been eyeing up recently. If that sounds like something you're interested in, stick with me. We're going to get into it right now. So, as you know, this video series was created by Samantha March. She has a community Will I Buy It playlist, so I will be adding my video to that playlist, so feel free to check out other creators and their thoughts on the upcoming makeup releases as well as Samantha March's video herself. She posts every Wednesday. This week there's not a ton of different things that are coming out right now, so I just have a couple of things to talk over. So I am scooched over to the side so that I have some real estate here, and we're going to get right into it. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about is actually one of the most recent things to come out, and it's because I spent so long talking about NYX's whole promotional Pride LGBTQ post that they did, and how it was so great that they weren't planning to sell anything, and now they're selling something. And so I guess I can appreciate the fact that they're like posting them a week or so apart, so it gives a little bit of breathing room to the original statement. But at the same time, I feel like a parent where it's like, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. So they're re-releasing the NYX Ultimate Rainbow Palette that is pretty much all mattes. I think there's like 2 or 3 shades in it that have like some glitter put in them, but by the time you blend them onto the eyes, they look matte. And then they have 6 eyeshadow pencils and 6 lip colors. So I guess all in all, I can understand why they're releasing it, and I do appreciate the fact that they spaced it out from their original comments. But I probably won't pick any of this up. I do already own that palette, and I've thought about decluttering it a couple times because I have so many other palettes that are so similar. For now, I'm keeping it because it is an all matte palette, so it's very convenient, and it's more travel friendly than most of my other rainbow palettes, but at some point it may end up going. Okay. The next thing, Revolution Skincare is releasing some more skincare products, and these actually really caught my eye. They have a pineapple brightening essence spray, a pineapple tonic, a Cockadoo Plum Vitamin C Essence Spray, and a Cockadoo Plum Tonic. Now, I'm not like super hardcore into skincare, but I am trying to get a little bit more into skincare and try to incorporate some of these essences and tonics and serums and moisturizers and things like that. My skin tends to be normal to dry, and then occasionally during like PMS, I'll get a couple of breakouts kind of along my chin or along the jawline. So I'm definitely interested in giving these a try, especially because they have these like unusual extracts that sort of promise some interesting skin benefits. So yeah, I did try their caffeine essence spray already, and they have a serum that I've been trying that is a caffeine serum to kind of tighten the eye area before I put on makeup in the morning, and I do really enjoy those. The serum, I can definitely feel like a tightening benefit from that. The spray, not so much. I'm guessing because the spray is not as concentrated, but I would definitely be interested in giving these a try. Okay. So the next thing is that Marc Jacobs is doing a release of like this whole gold series for summer, and they have a eyeshadow palette, they have some eyeliners, and then a mascara. My favorite mascara is $5, so you're not going to sway me with just some gold stripy packaging on that one. And then the palette, it's warm tone neutrals. I have a ton of that. I don't really need it, so I'm not going to buy it. And then the eyeliners, as much as everybody loves those eyeliners, I feel like they're so hard. Like, it's hard to get them into the tight line because they're so like texturally dense that they just don't come off very well. So for me, that whole collection's a pass. Okay, the next thing is the Trend Mood Volume 5 box. And I'm not sure exactly the price for this one, but it has some pharmacy products, it has Skin Fix products, it has some Kinship products, Murad, and a blush palette. For me, this just kind of seems like it's all over the place, and that blush palette I've been seeing in Ulta since before quarantine started, so I'm not sure if they're just getting like some leftovers or some older products to put in this box, but it doesn't excite me the way some of the other boxes have. On top of that, they have a ridiculous like sellout rate, so you pretty much have to get on their website within the first like 5 minutes or the box is gone. So I'm not motivated enough to try to fight through all of that interest to get a box I don't really want. Okay. The next thing is this. It is a 99 pan eyeshadow palette, and it's, I think, $50. Yeah, $50. Why? It's like Wish.com got all their resellers together and put together one palette. They put all their products in one palette and they're trying to sell it as a team. And I think it's ridiculous. On top of which, do you see how itty bitty the mirror is compared to all the shadows? Like, it's laughable, honestly. And there's so many redundant shades. Like, there's a yellow and a green, and then a pink, and then there's another yellow and a green. Like, it's just redundant on redundant on redundant. I have no idea if some of these are pressed glitters. I'm assuming they are based on the swatches, but again, that's even more reason not to buy it. It's from a brand we don't know. I'm honestly, I'm not feeling it at all. And weirdly, the palette is like, there's two different palettes in the promo photos. So I don't know, did they release two different palettes? There's two of these giant ugly palettes? I don't know. And Tread Moon 1, you kind of disappoint me for the fact that you're posting this, I'm sure only because you have a discount code and it's going to earn you some money. Like, I get that you need to pay your bills too, but no. Okay. The next thing is the Charlotte Tilbury Summer Collection. They have a luxury palette of mattes in Desert Haze for $53. $53 for a quad of warm-toned neutral browns that are matte. No. The price is just way too high. Maybe for $25, maybe, but $53, absolutely not. The bronzers, the packaging looks absolutely beautiful. I would totally love to open up my makeup drawers and see something like that in my drawer. But I don't think the price point is going to be for me. They're $55 each. So that's no. Yeah, I have other ways I'd rather spend $55. So that's going to be a no from me. The next thing is the Butterfly Kisses palette from Copacetic Cosmetics. And it's going to be launching on May 31st. It's an absolutely beautiful, cool toned purple palette. And it has some pops of like pinks in it as well in terms of like the shifts and the duochrome kind of shades. I think there's a pressed glitter in it. I'm not 100% sure, but that center shade looks like a pressed glitter to me. The color story here is absolutely stunning. I think the owner made it in honor of her mom, who's just about to finish chemotherapy, so that's really exciting as well, that it has sort of a touching story behind it. If I hadn't already made some other purchases this month, I think I would have purchased this one as well, but I am trying to stay away from the pressed glitter, so I'll probably pass over this one overall, but I do really like it. Okay, staying on the purple train, Urban Decay released the Naked Ultraviolet, and just wear the purples. Like, over half this palette is neutrals again, and then you have like 3 or 4 like bright kind of purpley shades of pink, and then like a purple that's so dark it looks black, and on the eye it's gonna look like a purpley brown. So I just feel like if they were gonna go for a purple palette, like, go all in on a purple palette. You have such bright purple eyeliners and different, like, you had a purple mascara at one point. Like, go all in and make this like a truly purple palette. I feel like this was, somebody went halfway and then the boardroom was like, not neutral enough, and they chucked half the shades and threw in like just generic shades for the other half of the palette. So for me, it's a pass. Do we have a price on it? I assume it's going to be around the $50 price point. I don't see a price on it. But for me, it's a pass. I think they could have done better. Okay. The next thing is the Morphe Pride collection, and they released a 10-pan palette and what looks to be a 6-piece brush kit, a continuous mist setting spray, and a gloss. The palette is half pressed glitters, so that's already a no for me. The brushes are super cute. I love the sort of blue to purple duochromatic ferrules on them, but it's $26, so I probably won't pick this one up. I've been picking up a couple of other brushes here and there to try out, so I think I have plenty to work on for now. Although the urge to avoid washing my brushes is always there. The Morphe Continuous Mist Setting Spray, I do really like that, but there's nothing different between this one and the ones that they already released, so I don't need it in like the fancy rainbow packaging. That doesn't do a whole lot for me. And the clear gloss, I just ordered the trio of lip glosses from Lunar Beauty when they did their blush palette release, so I think I'm good on glosses for a while. Okay, next thing is the e.l.f. and J. Kissa Part 2 collaboration, and it says it's the To the Rescue collection, and there's like dog stuff all over it, so I don't know if there's a like charitable donation that's going from the sales of this. If anybody does know, feel free to leave it in the comments, because that might sway my opinion on it. There's an 18-pan rainbow eyeshadow palette, which looks like it has sort of like a brights row, and then like a medium to deep row, and then like a shimmery metallic row. So I kind of like the concept of that, plus it has a bomb mirror. I think this mirror is bigger than the one in the 99-pan palette, but all tea, all shade. I do like the packaging, the way they set that up, and the brushes look really cute. It looks like it's a 6-pack of brushes. The brushes, though, I think are almost $30. So again, just the price point is a little bit too high for me. The only reason I could understand that coming from e.l.f. is if there is part of this that is going to be like a charitable donation. So that would make sense. But yeah, I'll probably pass over it just because of the price. Okay. The next thing is Dose of Colors gave their lipstick packaging a reboot, and they're super excited about it. So it has this sort of frosted glass bottom, and then the tops are now black, and they say liquid matte on them. I actually really like the frosted tubes with the white tops. I thought those looked really classy. I think this is kind of a step backwards, so I'm not in any rush to buy new colors just for this new packaging, and I kind of hope they go back to the old packaging because I liked it better. Okay, the next thing, this is an indie brand release, and it is the Angel Empire Cosmetics Mushroom Baby Eyeshadow Palette. It is 15 shades, and the row that has the green, the purple, the blue is what draws me in the most to this palette. On top of which, I would love to find a palette that's named after mushrooms so I can prove to my dad that I finally do like a mushroom. Because yeah, I'm not eating mushrooms. But this palette really does draw me in. I think the shades are really pretty. That sort of grayish green khaki army kind of color in the bottom left is super, super pretty. I think you could do a lot of really cool looks with this palette. It's $35, which for an indie brand, you know, taking into account their extra and higher costs, I think is a good price. I would be interested to try this one out, but we'll just have to see how the budget fares this month. The last thing that I want to talk about is from Hallberg Cosmetics. She's releasing an Infinity Power Lash Waterproof Mascara and an Ultimate Lipstick Primer. The mascara is $29 and the lipstick primer is $19. I don't think I'll be picking either of these products up. I think Hallberg has a lot of really beautiful, beautiful products that she's put out thus far. But again, I have mascaras that are much more affordable that I like better. So I don't think that I need this particular product. Okay. And that is the end of this week's Purchase or Pass. Let me know down in the comments below. Is there something that you are interested in picking up? Is there stuff that you're going to be passing over? Is there somebody else's Purchase or Pass you think I should check out? Thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to catch you on my next video. Bye!